SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 6 in college football. We're talking right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Joe Duffy, industry veteran, handicaps anything and everything we throw at him, and he has agreed to handicap a couple of college games that I send him every week this year. He did it last week, 2-0 against the spread. Not a surprise there. He's 10-4 against the spread so far to date in our videos handicapping NFL. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us this week.
Thank you, Peter. We're about to make it 13-4. However many picks we did this week, I think we're going to sweep.
All right, we will see. Yeah, LSU at Mississippi State is the other game that I assigned to you. And, it's a little bit tough here. But LSU is a 9-point road favorite. LSU, obviously, a great team coming off of a loss, right? Coming off of a high-profile loss. So anytime you have an elite team coming off a loss, that's always a situation where I'm looking to bet on them. Mississippi State, though, decent SEC team coming off of a bye. So maybe they'll be like fully rested, fully prepared, fully geared up. They're at home, getting almost 10 points. I guess I would have to lean LSU -9, but let's see what you have to say about it.
No, I'm actually going to go against you again in this video because LSU, one of the things I've really emphasized a lot more in the past few years and with great success is looking at spot situations. Mm-hmm. What a tough spot for LSU. Not only are they off of a mentally and physically tough game last week, but they've got Florida next week. They've got Ole Miss the week after that. Ole Miss is a pretty darn good team, too. They're nationally ranked. So this is a spot where they can have a letdown. And as you said, if they were playing a horrific opponent, I could see where they'd be able to take out their frustrations, but they're in a possible letdown spot against a quality opponent. And as you said, the schedule maker pretty nice to Mississippi State. They're well rested for this one. So I think the schedule maker tells me that I've got to take the points here.
Right. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. All right, a letdown spot, right? Let's say that LSU had beaten Georgia in that same kind of game, and they were maybe a 17-point favorite here. Then it would be a huge letdown spot. But after a loss, is it really a letdown spot? I mean, is LSU going to let themselves, lose 2 games in a row?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're necessarily going to lose this game outright, but I do think they will struggle. One of the theories, and I will admit that when I have an angle, I don't always weigh it the same each and every game, and admittedly, a very successful angle that I have will be weighted much more lightly this game than it would be in other circumstances. But when a true national championship contender is off of a loss, especially when they hit the road, they're usually a big go against the next week. Now, the SEC, admittedly, I weigh it less heavily because you can lose a game in the SEC and still be in the national championship race. But no, I think it was really a deflating loss for LSU. They showed some weaknesses. And keep in mind, Mississippi State, they're going to be getting their quarterback, Tyler Russell, back this week. And he's an athletic quarterback. He's been out since the first game because of a concussion. So LSU is going to have some things they haven't seen on the game film yet.
Yeah, I mean, Mississippi State's replacement quarterback, though, was doing fine. Anyway, all right, so then I was looking at this game. I'm still feeling it out. I definitely haven't made any bets on it. I haven't made any decisions yet. One thing that's interesting, though, is maybe the LSU team total over, because the current lines, it's LSU -9, 54.5. Their team total would be just 32, and they've scored at least 35 points in every game this year, playing, quality defenses. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, Georgia's given up a lot of points, so their high-scoring game last week wasn't really all that shocking that I expected to be quite as high scoring as it was. Not necessarily, but I think I could be talked into the team total for sure, but I do think that Mississippi State will keep up with them because one thing we did find out so far this year, LSU, this is not, your grandfather's LSU defense. They are usually a dominating defense. This year, not so much.
All right, so I guess at the end of this call, my personal lean would be towards the over 54.5. Hopefully LSU can put up, more than 32 and Mississippi State can keep pace. What's your official pick going to be?
No, I'm going to go with the home underdog. I don't think they're going to win outright, but they will cover Mississippi State.
All right, great analysis, great preview. Joe Duffy liking Mississippi State +9 off the bye to cover against LSU. Thanks so much, Joe.